Hello and welcome to Talking on the Couch, the weekly podcast where we talk about random things from around the world. This week we're going to be talking about the most stupid stuff animals sometimes do. We found some interesting stories on Google and we're going to do a little bit of tech news at the end. So remember to join us on the other channels. So we've got the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, which is also known as X, discord.gg/TGS39DNUB3, the YouTube, the Blue Sky. Is there anything I've missed out there, Sporker? Did I say TikTok?
Don't think so. We're not allowed to advertise your OnlyFans anymore, are we?
No, you ruined
No.
OnlyFans for us when you got your big toe out.
Yeah.
It was even OnlyFans went no.
Yeah. Or my weird
That's how.
sticky up toe.
Remember, you can also donate to us at streamlabs.com/pressback to continue 3/tip. One day I will have a look if I can change that three. It's just
Yeah.
so random, just being a three there.
Yeah. Just it's like we were
So
only the third people that got to get that, but oh well.
so yeah, animals. Spoke at animals. Would you like
Animals.
to start us off? Because I would need to get my
Animals.
gallery back up now for my facts.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. So we've got one guy, right? He
One
had
guy,
two animals, two
one cup.
cats, two cats, right? One of his cats likes to sleep on the radiator until it gets so hot that it vomits into the radiator, and the other one has a pigeonhole which he uses for storing dead pigeons and rats.
Wow, that is the
Yeah,
literal meaning to a pigeonhole,
yeah, I
isn't
know. I know.
it?
But I really like the one comment because in the original post, I got this post from Reddit. The original post, he doesn't specify that it's cats. So the guy in the next comment said, I sort of figured out by myself it's cats, but I can't get the image out of my head that he's got two giant Rottweilers. One of them lying on a radiator getting sick.
Jesus,
And
I
now
just,
I can't get that image out of my head.
yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I don't like the
Yeah.
cats vomiting because is it
No,
vomiting
down a
or is it
radiator,
coughing up?
so you even have to. How do you even clean that?
Well, you'd have to get like a long stick, wouldn't you? Because I have to clean down the
Yeah.
back of my radiator sometimes. I'm
For
guessing it's a
cat's
double
sake.
paneled radiator, so you get like a big feather duster type thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
put
look,
like a
you have to
wet
get
wipe over
sick
it.
off it. Could you imagine the smell from a
I
hot
know, yeah.
radiator?
That's why you'd have to put like a wet wipe over it and then try and just get it
More
down
than a
the
fucking
crevices.
wet wipe.
That's or a wet wipe.
My
Yeah, the
mom's a
smell
wet
would
wipe.
be pretty horrific.
Yeah.
But is it
And
vomiting
not to
or is it
mention the
coughing up a
dead
hairball?
pigeons. Vomiting because it gets so hot that it vomits. Have you ever gotten so hot that you vomited?
That's a heat stroke, which
Type
is
of thing, yeah.
a medical emergency for cats.
And yeah, I know, but obviously the cat knows that it's like
No,
because it's
well, clearly not.
self-inflicted. It could just fucking move.
See, my cats like to sit by the window and just lie on their backs, like their bellies on show, just at the sun, because the sun during the day comes into the front window, just at the
My
right
dog
angle to.
lies in the front porch
Well, the
all
sun,
morning because
the,
it's really sunny.
yeah, the sun's a weird angle in my house, so you'd be watching TV, and the sun will slowly creep just to the point where it can reflect directly off the TV into your
Yeah.
eyeballs, like the perfect angle. Sneaky little bastard sun. Um, but no, my cats do that all the time. But I remember the once Mary, she, I think Maya was coughing up a hairball because cats
Hmm.
do that. That's why I was wondering if it was
Yep.
vomit or a hairball. Because if the cat's
If
sitting
they
on the
weren't licking their
radiator
own asses, it
grooming,
wouldn't be.
if the cat's
They didn't
sitting on the
like their own
radiator,
asses.
uh, yeah, but if the cat's sitting on the radiator grooming itself, it might be coughing up a hairball, and it might just be intolerant to its own fur. But we don't know if we wasn't there.
No,
But
we weren't
Mary
there.
picked
Don't
up.
know. Don't really care.
Well, Maya went to. So I keep getting distracted to the random geezer running backwards and forwards outside again. Um,
Again?
yep. But yeah, so Maya was coughing
Well,
up a
lean out your
hairball.
window and tell them to stop.
Maya was coughing up a hairball onto the sofa, and
Yep.
Mary picked her up really quickly to try and bring her over to like the litter tray or somewhere where it's not going to go all over the
Yep.
fabric sofa. And as
Hmm.
she picked her up, I think she squeezed a little bit, and this hairball shot about
Eh,
7 feet out of her mouth.
eh.
You just saw it
Did it land
fly
on the
across the
sofa?
room. It was amazing. I was so happy. And once I farted, and it smelled so bad the dog vomited. Yeah, done that once. That was a brilliant day. That was. I was so happy
My
with
dog
myself.
generally comes into the room, farts, and then leaves because he can't stand the smell of his own fart.
I know everyone likes their own brand. Mike Myers
No,
taught
he
us that.
doesn't. He comes in, just farts and leaves. It's
No,
either that or he's
you've
just
got to
like
stand
fucking
and
giving
have a
us a
sniff.
Dutch oven.
You can't. No, you've got to just wait. Let
No,
the
the
smell
dog does,
set
not
in.
me.
No, I know. I'm just saying that you need to be telling your dad this. You've got to go into the room.
Not my
Let,
dad, my dog.
oh, your dog. I
For
thought you said your
fuck's sake,
dad.
Jesus Christ.
Well, your dad just comes in, farts and leaves.
Jesus Christ. Who'd do that? Well, I'd do that, but who else would do that?
You know, I find it hilarious when dogs fart because they always look at you in
Yeah.
confusion. Like, what's just happened? Like, what? It was you, you daft bastard. What are you doing? Our dog's done that so many times. But when you fart, what I was saying is you've got to go in. If you do a loud one, you immediately giggle. But if you
Yeah.
do a silent one, you've got to stand and show no emotion for a good 15 seconds. I'm going to say wait for the smell. Wait for the first person to smell it. Wait for you to smell it so you can judge it, and then walk out the room whilst giggling to yourself.
Hmm.
Because everyone knows it's you. You can always pinpoint the farter.
Yes, you can.
You can. It's obvious it's you because like if you're the only bastard that's had a tikka masala the night before and it smells strangely like curry, who's it going to be? Mm, see.
Mm. Mm.
Anyway, yes. So the cat vom. What the right? Let's move on to the pigeons in the pigeonhole.
Okay. He has another cat, and he's got a pigeonhole, which is a thing for like putting like letters and stuff into. And the cat puts dead pigeons into the pigeonhole and
But
rats.
don't cats normally? I don't know. Because my cats are all indoor cats. I'm trying to think of back when I had cats at my mum's
No, some
when I
cats
was
will
a kid.
kill things and bring it to you as presents.
Well, they don't do it. That's a myth. They don't bring it to you as a present. They do. This is true. This is the actual thing behind it. What cats will do is they'll go out hunting and they'll bring you the rats or the pigeons because they think you're not eating enough
Yeah.
and they want to feed you to say fatten up, you bastard. That
Yeah, same
they
thing.
genuinely think you can't look after yourself, so they
Yeah.
bring you treats. That's
That's nice
generally
of them.
what it is. Because don't forget, if you own a cat, I'm sure you'll relate to this. When a cat comes into your home, it's no longer your home. It's the cat's
No.
home. The cat just allows you to live there.
Yeah. When I had a cat, the cat used to come out to the conservatory, and like we've got a three-seater sofa and two armchairs, and the cat used to always sit on one armchair, and if there was somebody sitting on the armchair, the cat would just stand there staring at them
Yeah,
and
same
staring
fucking
at them
move.
until it moved. And if you didn't move, eventually she'd just sit in the middle of the room with her back to everybody.
I've lost two chairs for that exact same reason.
Hmm.
Like the
Like you have to
chair
burn them.
in the chair in the living room right now, which my mum
Yeah.
gave to me, and it's a
Hmm.
really nice chair. It's really comfortable. I'm not allowed to sit on it, and I
Oh.
actually, when I do sit on it, about four of the cats will come over and just suffocate me until I move. They won't stare at me. One of them will sit on my chest. One of them will sit on my stomach. One of them will go for the shoulder, and one of them will go for the lap. Also,
Yeah, because you're not.
have you got your controller on charge?
I just unplugged it. I just realised that. It's just like, oh shit, forgot to unplug that.
Yep. But yeah, they will try and suffocate me. But yeah, that's why they bring pigeons back. It's because they think you can't
Yep.
feed yourself. That's
So how
generally
come my
what it
cat
is.
never done that when I couldn't feed myself properly?
Because your cat's
Fucking
obviously a fucking
cat's an
retard.
asshole. No, the
You
cat's
can't
just
don't
an
give a shit
asshole.
about you.
Yeah, I'm gonna starve this fucker.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Also, there was a statistic that if you was to die in the living room with
Yeah, the
the
cat
cats
would
in the
eat you.
living room, the cats would actually eat you.
Yeah,
They,
makes
they,
sense though. I
it
mean, they
wouldn't.
are just a fucking animal at the end of the day.
Yeah, it wouldn't take them long to finish you off either.
No,
They just rip off
a
it
dog
anyway.
wouldn't. I don't think.
It's like gerbils actually, and like guinea
Yeah,
pigs and stuff. They eat the dead to clean the nest. But yeah,
I'd say a
anyway,
dog
do
would
you want to
nearly
say
starve before.
do you want to say what your fact was again, and we'll move on from dead people and cats
Yep.
eating you?
So a guy has two cats. One of them gets sick on a radiator because it gets too hot, does it continuously, and the other one brings dead pigeons and rats to a pigeonhole in his house.
Storing them
Nice
for
cats.
later. What that
Yeah.
guy needs to do is put a fridge or a freezer in that pigeonhole so the cat's got its own little freezer.
Yep.
Saying that, the fucking idiot will get stuck in it, wouldn't it? A frozen cat. Right, next one. This is a good one, Spooky. You'll enjoy
Okay.
this one.
Better be a good one.
You will, you will, you will. So this is labelled as the specialist. This is
Okay.
koala bears. Their brains in a koala bear are smooth. So you know when you get a
Yeah.
brain scan and you can see all the little
Yeah.
rimples and everything in it.
Uh-huh.
Well, a koala bear's brain is smooth.
Yep.
So they have limited cognitive ability and eat only eucalyptus leaves.
Mhm.
However, they're low in nutrients and toxic, causing them to spend 20 hours a day sleeping to recover from eating the leaves. That's mad. Right. You know how I eat onion rings sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
not
you
not very
smooth
often.
brained, Lance?
Well, because people say, oh, koala bears are really. They've also got chlamydia as well. Like it's really
Yeah.
predominant in koala bears. But yeah, they actually have to spend the whole day sleeping to recover from poisoning themselves.
Idiots.
Is that all you've got to say on that one?
Well, like I've seen a koala. I was in Australia and I went to the zoo and I was seeing a koala. And it's like, oh yeah, does anybody want to pick up the koala? And it's like, no thanks. They're fucking vicious for a start, and like they've all got chlamydia. No, thank
Yeah, but
you.
I don't think the koala bear's going to give you chlamydia. And
They
normally
might.
ones in a zoo don't have chlamydia.
They might do.
They
It
might, but
wasn't like a zoo. It was like a nature reserve.
do you reckon they get koala bears to piss in a pot to STI test them?
Yeah, or stick a little tube up their pee pee.
I don't think you need to stick a tube up there. I think a piss test would do just fine.
No, there's certain STIs and STDs that you have to stick a stick up the eye of the pee pee.
Oh, lovely. I'm
I
so
see.
glad I'm so glad I'm a married man.
Yeah,
um, what you doing? I've just looked at the chat. But why do they only eat eucalyptus leaves? What is it about them?
it tastes nice.
Like, you know when you go to a buffet, you always get that picky bastard that looks at this world buffet with 80 different dishes and goes, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, don't like. You just think, fucking hell, sit down
Yeah,
and
I'll
eat
just
some.
have the orange chicken.
Well, yeah. Well, why are you even here? Like, why
Yeah,
we didn't even invite you. You just invited yourself. Like, there's no point. You're paying 50 quid for a meal that you're not going to eat. What's the point? Remember,
I know.
remember, when you go out for a meal, you're essentially paying to have a massive shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what you're doing.
like, do you know the people who take photographs of their meals are just taking a before photo of their poo?
Yeah, there was. I've told you this before. There was a website called RateMyPoo.com, and it had pictures of poop on it. That people would rate their poos.
They're pretty still on it, Lance.
Yeah, they probably are. But I want to know what I want, I want, I want to know what it is about eucalyptus leaves that koala bears find so irresistible.
It's probably
'Cause-
like just like addictive, like catnip for cats.
Yeah, but they live in Australia. I don't know if they live
Yeah.
in other places. I'm pretty sure they're
No,
indigenous to
they're
Australia.
indigenous to Australia.
Yeah,
They're marsupials.
yeah, they are. Um, what's it called now? The biggest marsupial in the world. Uh,
Your
what
mum.
is the largest marsupial?
Kangaroo?
It is a red kangaroo.
Yeah.
But wow, 1.8 meters tall, 6 foot for a kangaroo, 202 pounds. Stick that in the ring with them stupid idiots. Anyway,
What stupid idiots.
you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say their names on our podcast.
Oh, them.
You know which ones I mean. The ones that
Yeah,
like to
them.
have fights that are clearly fixed.
Yeah. You can't pay a kangaroo off.
Yeah. That kangaroo would fuck them up.
Yeah.
You've got no chance. But what is it about eucalyptus? I don't get it because there's other food in Australia.
Yeah, but it's obviously like an addictive type substance or something for them.
Why do koalas eat eucalyptus leaves? Because their ancestors, yeah, we know that. We don't give a shit. Um, Their bodies are evolved to handle toxic by sleeping all day. Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that.
There's no reason. Apparently, their livers are highly efficient at detoxification. Well, they fucking need to
Cool.
be if they're eating poison every day.
Maybe they just really like the taste.
Say that again.
Maybe they just really like the taste.
But if if they've got low cognitive function, then they
Yeah.
wouldn't really taste it as much as because they
Yeah.
wouldn't realise what they're tasting.
Onion
Essentially,
rings, Lance. Onion rings.
wow,
What?
wow, this is brilliant. So you're listening, Mister Sniffles.
Yeah, sorry, I've got like allergies or something today. Or fucking hay fever or something, and it's
You
fucking
spent the
killing me.
last 20 minutes basically sniffling down the
I
microphone.
know. I keep on muting as well, and it's just like I get caught out sometimes.
Nah, anyway, yeah, this is amazing. So, in order for the young koala to get the immunity to the toxin, like the way that their body detoxifies it, it has to eat their mother's feces to obtain specialist gut bacteria needed to digest the poisonous leaves.
Yeah, okay.
That is feces, isn't it? It says pap. What's pap?
I
Right,
don't know.
spell feces for me.
Faeces.
Well, this is spelled Feces.
Yeah, it could be the American spelling of it. They're not great with weird letters, like A.
Is pap poop? Let's have a look. All right. Yes, pap is specialized soft and runny form of fecal matter. Basically, mom gets
Jesus.
the shits, kid eats it. That's messed up. That is seriously messed up. That's.
Dogs can have that condition where they eat other dogs' poo.
I think that's
It's an
just a
actual
dog
medical
being a
condition.
fucking
No,
idiot.
it's a medical thing.
I don't know. When Raya was a small puppy, she used to eat
Yep.
the deer poop all over the park all the time, and the swan shit, and the like all the bird poop on the floor. So me and Mary had to keep telling her off every time she ate it, and now she's
No,
scared of it.
apparently it's a thing because we had to watch out for that when I was training the guide dogs. We had to watch out for it.
What them eating deer poop?
No, eating their own poo or other dogs' poo because it was a condition and they'd be failed from the program for doing it.
I don't know because we got Raya out of it from a puppy. She just did it as a puppy because I know it's the smell and the nutrients and stuff,
Yeah.
but I didn't know it was a medical condition. Is dogs eating their I'm just doing this so I know what the name is. Their own poop, a medical because it should say yes. This is a medical condition. Let's have a look. It's called. It's often behavioural, which is what Ruse was. It's
Yeah.
called coprophagia
Yeah.
or sign of underlying health conditions. That's when to see a vet. When your dog starts vomiting, gets the shits itself, and loses weight. Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
just give it a load of diabetic chocolate. Um,
Yeah. That'll clear them right out.
yeah, that'll make your dog fly. But talking of flying, actually, I remember when Maya was a kitten when we first got her, and my mom's dog came round, and Maya'd never seen a dog. And the
Yeah.
dog walked in, and it's the first time I've seen a kitten manage to scale a wall and run across the roof, like run across the ceiling
Nice.
of the living room. It was amazing. I've never seen a cat
Spider
do
cat.
that.
Spider cat.
Yeah,
Does
does whatever
whatever a
a spider cat
spider
does.
cat can.
It was
Can he
brilliant.
swing from a web? No, he
No, we
can't.
can't
It's a
because
cat.
it's a cat. Anyway, Jesus
Love
Christ.
that song.
So good. That's from the Simpsons movie Spider Pig. If anyone's
Yep.
wondering, just give it the proper
Harry
reference.
Plopper.
Harry Potter. Yep, that's the one. But yeah, so that was the story that koala bears basically eat eucalyptus leaves because of their cognitive behavioural stuff
Yep.
that are poisonous to them. So they have to spend 20 to 22 hours a day detoxifying themselves from the poison that they've just eaten.
So
Jesus, just
basically, koalas are so dumb that they eat shit that's poisonous for them.
Yeah, and it's the only thing they eat. I mean, it's almost
Yeah,
I can't really speak because I eat onion rings and other stuff that I'm allergic to,
yeah.
and I do it nearly every day. But that's not the point. Koala bears, stop eating eucalyptus leaves. Find some else. Have a kebab. Not a problem.
I'm
Did you
allergic
know?
to paracetamol, but I
Did
can't.
you know?
I don't take paracetamol for that
Did,
reason.
yeah, did you know, Booker, that chocolate is poisonous to dogs, but it never used to be.
Yeah, because there's an additive in it now, isn't it?
It's
It's the additive
theobromine, I
that's
think.
poisonous. Ah,
I think it's theobromine.
yeah,
Is
something like that.
theobromine toxic? Not to humans. I'm pretty sure that's the preservative in them. Yes, theobromine is highly toxic to dogs, and that's what
Yeah.
they put in chocolate to preserve it. That's why they can no longer eat it, but we never used to put it in chocolate, and chocolate used to taste much, much better. Right, Spooky, your
Yeah,
next
it
one.
did. Okay, so this man, he has a Siberian Husky, and he's got a stuffed animal that the dog absolutely loves. Okay?
Hmm.
So the dog is real protective over this stuffed toy. So one morning, the guy is lying in his bed, and the dog comes up to him with a stuffed toy in his mouth and drops it on the guy's chest. Realizes that the guy has the toy now in his chest and proceeds to attack him to get his toy back.
So, say that last bit again.
The dog just realized that the guy had his toy, even though the dog had dropped it on the guy's chest, and dove on him and attacked him to get the toy back.
That's good. I like
So
that.
it's like, come here, just drop the toy. Just, you've got my toy.
Yeah, but the dog was probably putting the toy there for the man to play with it.
Yeah, but then he attacked the man to get it before he'd even got a chance to like fucking
You know what? Raya does that. She actually does. Or Raya, I should say, for the Dutch.
Raya.
Raya. She comes over with her toy, drops it in front of you, and you go to grab it, and she'll just go for the toy and pull it back, and then she'll run off with it
Yeah,
in the corner, play with it a bit, and then come back, drop it, and do it again over and over again.
my dog comes up to me with a toy and he's like wagging his tail, looking up to the toy. And when you go for the toy, he just turns his head away,
Rose is a
and then you
crafty
just keep on
bastard.
going closer and closer, and he just turns his head away, keeps turning it, and then walks
Yeah,
away.
yeah, that happens. Rose has become a little crafty bastard. She's
Yeah.
learning. She's learning. What she now does is she'll come over. We bought her a little toy to play with.
Hmm.
She still goes for Rayas, which are like 4 times bigger than her.
Yeah.
But she comes over with the little toy. She'll drop it in front of you. So
Hmm.
you've got to get up and go to the toy because she's only just
Yeah.
learnt to jump onto the sofa. So
Yeah.
she's still like putting the toys on the floor. So you get up, go to the toy to pick it up, and as you go to pick it up, she'll start biting your toes. She doesn't do it to get you to play with the toy. She does it so that your toes are exposed to her.
You need to get one of them little grabber things.
What a pooper scoop! Just put her in that.
No, do you know little pincher things that you get like that people pick up litter with?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get one of them to pick up the toy, so then you don't have to get up to get it.
Did Mary post a picture on Discord earlier?
Maybe.
I'm going to have a look.
Yeah, there was.
No,
There was
she
the
hasn't. It's
picture.
fine. She hasn't. Um,
There was
it's
the picture of the two dogs with the leprechaun on it.
no. There's this one which I'm now posting into the PBTC Discord, which for some reason had a really old message that I was saying to you about Sava.
Huh.
Right. She bought this for Rosa because Rosa can't go on walks yet. She's too young. She hasn't had a
Yeah.
second vaccine, but we're taking her to a show. Have a look. So what this is we bought a massive, a tiny pink pushchair, and the
Yeah.
cats have made it their little home.
Cool.
That's the big fat ginger cat that we've got.
Obviously.
He suffocates you, but yeah, we bought a pushchair for her now to go out with.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's a
Good.
thing. Yep. That's a thing now. I am not pushing that pushchair. And happening. And that's just for the little puppy type thing that we've got, even though the cat's got in there. And I swear to God, if he pisses in there, I'm going to be so annoyed. Because that's like a waterproof like mat underneath. But
Yeah.
what was the story again? I forgot. Oh, the dog that was attacking the geezer.
Yeah, the
But
dog that attacked the guy because he had the toy that the dog
I
had given him.
I remember right. The warning: graphic content follows. I was going to bed the one day, and I sleep in my boxers in the summer because it's just far
Yeah.
too warm for pajamas sometimes.
Mhm.
So I was going to bed, and I walked in, and this was when Rue
Yes.
was still a little puppy, but not like a tiny
Yes.
puppy, just and I climbed onto the bed, and sometimes when males wear boxers, their balls might pop out the end a little bit. It
Yep.
happens. Let's not deny it. It happens. So Raya thought it was a tennis ball.
I remember this.
So she just
You told me
jumped up my
about
she jumped up my balls. I've never jumped up so quickly in my life.
it.
I got so scared that day. I thought this is it. This is
Yeah.
my entire testicular life flashed before my eyes. From the point where I realised I had testicles at about 15. That's
No,
that
they
that.
dropped late.
Nah, but yeah, the dog actually jumped up my balls thinking they were tentacle because she's obsessed with
Yeah.
balls.
Are
Um,
all three of them still safe?
she's a bit like your mum, just obsessed with balls.
Yep. Are all three of them still safe?
Right, do you want to say what your story was again?
Yep. So the guy had a Siberian Husky that really loved this stuffed toy, and he really protected all of it. One morning, the guy was lying in bed, and the dog comes in and drops the stuffed toy on his chest, and then realized that the guy now had the stuffed toy and attacked him to get it back.
So fucking stupid that, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is why I love dogs because they're so
Yeah.
innocent. They don't realise they're doing wrong shit, and they're amazing. Right, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one, Sporker. Have you ever heard
Better.
the expression "head up your ass"?
Yes.
Well, this was a lion cub in Kruger National Park,
Okay.
that went out hunting buffalo
Mhm.
it's a lion cub in Kruger. It went out hunting buffalo with its parents, and during the hunting the buffalo, the lion cub got his head stuck up the buffalo's arsehole. Yeah. Do you reckon the parent lions just disowned it after that?
Yeah, it's
Just
like, oh,
went for
for Jesus
But
Christ.
that the lion must have had like a full-on jump
Yeah,
to get because
that's speed.
the force needed, so the park rangers had to come and get the lion cub out of the buffalo's butthole.
I reckon that's just natural selection, to be honest with you. I would think they should have left it.
Yeah,
Don't
so this
interfere with
poor
the
buffalo's
wildlife.
just walking around with a
Yeah.
lion skeleton hanging out of its butthole.
Yeah.
Because like the force need, you'd have to. Arseholes are not a loose thing unless you've had a dodgy food or like an Indian the night before.
And even
But
at that, like,
yeah. So
that's
you
usually liquidized.
like yeah. And how did the lion not suffocate? Because if that buffalo needed to go to the toilet, have you seen that video on YouTube and stuff where the lion's chasing the deer or whatever it is, and the deer or the hippo, I think, and the hippo just shits itself all over the lion's
I
face?
think, yeah, I did, yeah.
That's an amazing video.
Yeah.
And the lion's like, "No, you bastard!" Ah!" Whenever I see that video, I just imagine the voice of the lion going, "No, fuck,
Oh, damn it.
Jesus, what have you been eating, Clive? Fucking hell!" Such a good video. But yeah,
Why is
the,
the hippo's name Clive?
I would love to have seen like the buffalo's face as the lion goes in.
His eyes just going wide. Woo?
Eyes open, head slowly
Do
turns
buffaloes
round.
moo?
Just a look. What the fuck was that?
Do
Uh,
buffaloes moo?
say that again.
Do buffaloes moo? What noise does a buffalo make?
They're like bisons, aren't they? Essentially, so they don't moo, but they go. Oh, that's the noise it'd make as the lion goes in.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell! I'm gonna sit. Okay, Google.
Come
Make
on
the
now.
noise of a buffalo.
This is an American bison, sometimes known as a buffalo.
Okay.
There you go. That's
Thanks for
the.
that.
That's, yep. You wanted to know what noise they make, but I
Well, that was an
reckon
American bison, not a buffalo. You need to ask what an
no.
African
It
buffalo sounds.
literally said this is the noise of an American bison, also known as a buffalo.
Yeah, but like you can't like wash your hands in a buffalo.
Well, that
You can wash your hands in a basin.
They do. We do have. Well, we had European buffalo. A buffalo is like.
There's still European buffalo.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
There's buffalo all over Italy. Where do you think you get buffalo mozzarella from?
I've never had buffalo mozzarella.
Do you know the ball of mozzarella?
Yeah.
That's buffalo mozzarella. It comes from buffalo milk.
What, mozzarella?
Everybody thinks that I'm making that shit up when I say it, but it's actually
No,
made from
I
buffalo
genuinely
milk.
believe you.
Yeah, buffalo mozzarella is made from buffalo milk.
I don't know. I've never had buffalo mozzarella. I've had mozzarella, but not buffalo mozzarella.
All of the balls of mozzarella it's called buffalo mozzarella. That's what it is. The other mozzarella is just like a block of soft cheese.
I'm just looking. They did become extinct in the 20th century, buffalo. And now there are. This is the European buffalo. There's about 9,000 European buffalo in Europe.
Bet you're all North Italy.
They probably are. I've got to look at this.
Ask what buffalo mozzarella is made from.
Only made from buffalo milk. No, mozzarella is not always made from buffalo milk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Buffalo mozzarella is made from buffalo milk.
Yeah.
But most mozzarella sold worldwide is made from cow's milk.
Yeah, that's the one that the block of mozzarella, like the one that you get like shredded on pizzas. That's not made from buffalo mozzarella.
I literally said I've never had buffalo mozzarella, but I have had mozzarella.
Yeah, but I bet you've had buffalo mozzarella, you just never noticed it. Do you know the one that comes in a ball and it's in a bag of like liquid? That's buffalo mozzarella.
That's cows over here.
It's not. It's buffalo mozzarella. Other mozzarella is a block.
It also can be made from sheep or goat milk.
Yeah, but not the one in the ball.
But surely, right? Sainsbury's. Give me a second. I was literally going to Sainsbury's because I know what mozzarella we have. Mozzarella, because I like mozzarella. I'm gonna look see if it is buffalo mozzarella because it comes in the wee little packets. Let's have a look. We have the Stamford Street code because it's Sainsbury's own because it's 69p. Mozzarella cheese soft, and this is in a bowl and it's in a packet with the liquid. Mozzarella cheese soft cheese made with pasteurized cow's milk packed in brine.
Jesus.
Yep, told you we don't really.
Taste shit.
It tastes like mozzarella.
But for 69p, like probably.
Let's have a look at the expensive one. Yep, that's pasteurized cow's milk too, 155. Where's the
that's
most
still not
expensive
expensive
one? I'm just looking, right. Galbani mozzarella cheese maxi bag. That's £3 for a tiny amount. Let's have a look. This one is made from pasteurized cow's milk.
You just have no fucking culture in your country, you know?
I told you we don't have freaking buffalo mozzarella over here. It's just cow's milk and goat's milk. Mozzarella slices. Let's see what that's made from. Fuck knows. It doesn't. This one doesn't even say. This is just made from something. Right, cow's milk. It's in the ingredients section. Yeah, still cow's milk. I've never had buffalo mozzarella. Only cow's.
That's mad.
Mozzarella.
You haven't lived.
So
much nicer.
Let's face it. The way my life's going, if I haven't lived, then I'm not missing out on much.
It's so much nicer.
I can imagine it is. If someone put it in front of me, I would have it because I've got no issues. I'm not vegan. I've got no issues with milk. I love goat cheese. It
looks the same as like if it's in a bowl and it's in a bag and it's white, that's like it looks the exact same.
You said that just as I had a drink then. If it's in a ball bag and it's white, hang on. Yep. But anyway, back to the story of a lion cub getting his head stuck up a buffalo's arsehole, not mozzarella fucking cheese. Is that generally something that you have a lot in Ireland?
Yeah.
Give me the supermarket you buy mozzarella from.
Tesco finest one, as far as I know, is
Tesco's. Did you say?
Yeah.
Tesco's. I'm gonna have to put Ireland. Tesco's Ireland. So Tesco's.ie. Let's search this shit because I want to. Right, you have Tesco's finest.
Yeah.
Right, search groceries. Mozzarella. If this isn't buffalo milk, I'm going to be so disappointed in you.
It's actually the one that's over here is Tesco Finest Buffalo Mozzarella, 240-gram pack.
Mozzarella, reduced fat mozzarella, Tesco's mozzarella, Castelli fresh mozzarella. Jesus, there's a lot of fucking mozzarella.
The Castelli one might be.
Right, is it Macroom?
What?
I found one called Macroom buffalo mozzarella.
No, it's Tesco Finest Buffalo Mozzarella. It's the one that they sell over here.
Is it DI Buffalo Campana? 200
Well, that's
grams.
mozzarella de Buffalo Campana. That's the actual brand of cheese.
Is it in a white and black packet?
No, it's in the silver and black.
Well, it could be
Tesco
silver. I
Finest.
can't see if it's. I haven't zoomed in.
Does it say Tesco Finest on it?
Yes.
Well, then it's it. Yeah.
It is made from pasteurized whole buffalo milk.
Yeah.
So Jesus. It's yeah, that's some interesting ingredients. Anyway, so when you next come to England, Spork, you'd have to bring Mary some over.
Yeah, that would be an interesting fucking conversation to have at the airport. What's in the bag? I swear to God, it's a fucking mozzarella from a buffalo. They probably have it in Tesco over there.
I didn't. Hang on, let's have a look. Right, because I've got the Tesco's app. So let's have a look, and then we will move on. Have you done your two stories?
Yes, I have.
Yes. So we'll move on to the news after this.
Yeah, it is available in England.
Mozzarella. In fact, if I put Tesco's Finest smoked mozzarella, baked mozzarella, whatever that says, mozzarella and hot honey focus. We do have buffalo mozzarella over here, the same one as you have.
I know, because it probably got imported from England.
Yeah, it probably did.
That's £2.50.
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it is lovely.
Yeah. Of course I would. Just eating buffalo, but Mary doesn't like goat's milk. Just saying. But yeah, a lion cub got its head stuck up a buffalo's arsehole when they went out hunting for prey in a national park. So the park rangers had to come out in Kruger and pull a lion cub out the back end of a buffalo. Sporky, shall we move on to Le News?
Le News?
Le News. There's been some big stories this week. It's not all just AI stuff this week, which is unusual. In fact, both of our stories are not AI. So we've got two big ones this week, so I wanted to focus on these. Right, go on, Spoker. You start us off with whichever story you want to do.
All right, I'll just do the first one. So, there's a new EU rule that may let you replace your phone battery yourself from 2027.
It's not may, it will.
It says on the article, it says the headline of this EU rule may let you replace your phone battery yourself.
It actually just say may, but it will. There's no may about it.
It just means that they're easily replaceable. You might not be able to do it yourself.
No,
without affecting warranty of a phone and stuff. But
I'm guessing you didn't read the article.
Maybe I did.
Such a dick. Under the European Union's battery regulation, phones, tablets, and cordless mobile phones, opposed to them mobile corded phones, will need to be designed so that batteries can be removed and replaced without damaging the device or battery itself.
Yeah.
The rule is set to kick in on February 18, 2027 and could mark the shift away. However,
but that doesn't mean that it's easily accessible.
I'm scrolling down. Right. There we go. So the regulation introduces clear requirements for how batteries must be designed with the device. At its core, batteries must be both removable and replaceable. This means users should be able to take them out safely without damaging the device and swap them without affecting performance. So there's going to be no tools at all. So basically the manufacturer can only
Well, it
how.
does say for end users, this process
Yes,
must be
that's what.
possible using commercially available tools or no tools at all.
So a screwdriver, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it won't. You can't affect warranty with that. Basically, you
No.
have to be able to change them yourself.
Yeah. And so it's just going back to the early 2000s, like where you can just fucking put a new battery into a phone.
Yeah, but because you seem to be outraged when I sent you this article this morning. By the
Why
way,
is that?
everyone watching, I sent Spook this article at 9:30 this morning, and he still hasn't fucking read it.
That's very
It's
early.
literally like a 2-minute read.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's
Just so you know,
not.
this article is the article that we're referencing is from the Business Standard,
Yeah.
and its author is somebody. It's a 3-minute read. Sorry, it's a 3-minute read according to this. And
Exactly. I don't have 3 minutes of time in the mornings, Lance.
the
I'm reading the
author of this,
Financial Times and such like.
the author of this story is Ashish Kumar Shrivastava.
Cool.
Yeah. So I apologise if I've mispronounced the name there. And it was last updated from when we looked at this article, April 21st, 2026 at 2:14 p.m. But yeah, so basically it's going to, like you said, it's going to be like the early 2000s where we just unclipped the back, which
Yeah.
led to everybody losing the back of their fucking phones all the time.
I don't know. I had two batteries for my phone back when I was younger. I had one for when I was going traveling, which is like a double capacity battery, which is huge, but
Yeah.
done the job. And then I had one for just like walking around like day to day. It was
Well,
really handy.
oh yeah, no, I can imagine it was like this is something you can do with it, but we've got we've got external batteries now
Yeah.
that you plug in, like if your phone goes dead or whatever whilst you're out, we've got them. But yeah, you would be able to get higher mAh batteries, like higher capacity batteries.
Yeah.
To think what people
Well, you
don't
used to be able to
realise.
get that for the PSP. I had a high capacity battery for my PSP.
I can't remember. No, I think I just had the stock battery for
Yeah,
my
I had the
PSP.
standard one, and then I used to bring my PSP when I was going snowboarding. So I used to have the higher capacity battery as well because I started off when we got them first. There wasn't really any sort of downloadable movies onto the memory card, so you're using like UMDs, and I used to eat the battery.
Yeah, I don't. Was the battery replaceable in them?
Yeah, it
I
was
was
just on the back.
I was still quite young at that point, so I wouldn't really have looked at it. I don't think
Yeah.
it used like double A's.
No, it was an actual Sony battery that like
I've got
fit into a custom space, but like
I've
it
got
just
one
clipped into the
here
back.
somewhere, so I'm just gonna grab it. Oh no, that's the Vita, isn't it?
I think you slid the back cover, one side of the back cover off, and the battery was just underneath it.
It could. I genuinely cannot remember that much about
Like it
them.
was, I think it was on the back where the D-pad, at the back of the D-pad.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it was the little block one, wasn't it? Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I genuinely can't remember that much about them, so I'm just gonna
It was
believe
like
you on that.
a battery like for
Yeah.
like a digital camera, you know, that type of battery.
But the problem is with this. I think it's a good idea
Yeah.
on paper because people should be able to replace the part. We spoke about this last week actually, or the other day, with the oh god, what's the laptop called again now?
The MacBook.
A framework laptops that you can
Yeah.
change parts out and change it all around and stuff like that. It's a good idea on paper. However, batteries in phones are specifically designed to handle and work with the circuitry in the phone.
Yeah.
And it's specifically designed to handle the voltage requirements of the APU that's inside
Yeah,
the
you see,
phone.
the biggest problem's gonna be is when third parties start bringing out dodgy batteries and
Yeah,
your
that's
phone
when shit's going to
explodes.
blow up. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
that's the
I'll
biggest
get
problem.
into that. Basically, when they designed a battery in a phone, it's designed to be able to handle whatever app, and the circuit board can read the battery. So that's how you get your percentage at the top. The circuitry can read the battery and whatever.
Yeah.
And the more that apps come out, the third-party batteries aren't going to be able to handle. Like if you get a dodgy one, they're not going to be able to handle the updates and stuff because it's going to change the requirements. It'll change the firmware inside the phone, all that sort of stuff. And like you say, it's going to blow up in people's pockets.
Yeah, because people in general, when it comes to them things are as dumb as a bag of rocks, and they just buy the cheapest thing that they can.
Yeah, you should never cheap out on a power supply. And
No.
massive PC thing there. Always get a UPS, which is
Hmm.
uninterruptible power supply. So
Yep.
if you have a power cut, it doesn't just shut your PC off and destroy it. But how long, when this comes into effect, how long before somebody on YouTube goes, you can use these AA batteries to power your phone and
Yeah.
get some like tin foil and starts
Just
doing
lash
fucking
them in
Bluetooth
there with
in
a
your
bit of
home?
sellotape, and
Yeah,
just lash a bit of duct tape onto it, or
yeah,
super glue.
yeah.
Super glue is good. That'll work.
Yeah, how long
Yeah.
before that happens, which is just completely unsafe and is going to hurt
And
people.
just to make sure that you get the contacts in closely there, just when you're powering on the phone, just stick your tongue in between the two contacts. You'll be fine. Nothing will
Just give it a
happen to
lick.
you. For fuck's sake.
Because the problem is now as well is something that's highly. I've got one here. I just want to
Flammable?
get the name of it. No, something that's massively like in circuit now, in circulation, is a fuck. What's it called? A 18650 battery.
A 18650 battery? I've
Yes,
never heard of
these
it.
are used in vapes.
Ah, okay.
So what they
That's why I've
are is,
never heard of it.
yeah, they're designed. They've been out for years, but they
Yeah.
use them in vapes because they've got an extremely high current in them, but very
Okay.
low like wattage essentially. So it's
Yeah,
designed for
yeah.
that quick burst
Hit.
of energy to go through to power the coil and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of people have these, and they're going to start using these to power their phone, which
Yeah.
isn't going to fucking work.
Nah.
Because this one's 3.65 volts that I've got in front of me, but yeah, they're going to start connecting this type of shit, and it's just going to blow your phone up. So if when this comes into effect, if you're listening to this podcast, please use the correct battery that's actually
Yeah.
suitable for the phone that's been tested.
Even if you do want to use a party battery, just make sure it's fucking designed for your phone, not
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm
cheap.
saying. You will be able to get like decent batteries and stuff. In the same way you can buy a SSD for not SSD, what's it called? M.2 drive for the PS5. Like you don't
Yeah.
Sony's official recommended one. You can get third party M.2 drives, but just make sure it's actually designed for the PS5. Like
Yeah.
not just some fucking dodgy. If it's on Temu for £4, don't buy
Yeah,
it.
it's not right. I
Yeah.
wouldn't buy any electrics off Temu, to be honest.
No, no, I have LED lights in the drawer, and they're actually quite good. But yeah, I know what I'm looking for when I'm actually
Yeah.
buying them now. Like, if if in doubt, just either don't buy them or consult someone that does know what they're talking about.
They sent me one time. I don't know why it was included in the pack. I'd ordered a bit of stuff, and it was wireless headphones got included in it
What the hell did
for
you
some
order?
reason. I don't know. I just ordered bits and pieces like to bring me up to the 25 quid for the delivery, like, and they just threw in a set of headphones. I didn't even order them. I wasn't even looking at headphones. I generally just use my AirPods or my big over ear earphones, and
My oh
I
god,
plugged them
okay.
in to charge them, and the wire set on fire.
Makes perfect sense. My little brother bought a stick of RAM from Temu, to go on the
Okay,
PC. It
yeah,
came with a screwdriver.
okay.
Like not a
Was the
normal screwdriver, a micro screwdriver, like
was
a
the
precision
screwdriver
screwdriver.
you was the precision screwdriver actually used to install the RAM? I don't think
No,
so. They're not generally screwed in, are they?
you clip them in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're not generally screwed in. Like they're not like a
You
PCI board.
you literally put them in and feel for the click.
Yeah,
And you don't really screw in PCI boards either or PCIe. They just literally slot in.
you used to back when I used to make computers.
You'd screw in an M.2 drive because it needs
Yeah,
to be. It comes in at an angle to push down. You screw that in with a precision. That's absolutely fine. That's the only real thing I can think of. You might. So I think the cooler that generally speaking
you
would
used to
use.
screw like your video card and stuff in. Not like you used to screw the end of it onto the case, but that was just for safety.
Mm,
Like it didn't need to be screwed onto the motherboard. It clicked into the motherboard, but then it was just screwed onto the case. So it's when you're plugging stuff in and out of it.
okay.
Like
Yeah, I
because it
could see.
wasn't hugely like back when like HDMI cables and stuff weren't
You
really a
still
thing.
have that,
Like
but the way it
push-in
works. Oh, go on, sorry,
cables
sorry.
and stuff
Hmm.
weren't really a thing, so you really had to like jam your cable in and then screw them in.
Yeah, the way it works now is basically you've got slots at the back of the PC,
Yeah.
and there's normally a little cover that you can flick open, and you'd put a standard Phillips size screw in there, but it's not a screw, like a bolt type thing. It's flat at the end,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
screw that in. But yeah, that's it. Basically, if it's on tender
Just to
for four
keep it
quid,
stable.
yeah, just don't buy dodgy batteries for your phone when this rule comes
No.
out. It's only going to be new phones. It's not going to be. Don't expect your Samsung S10 to suddenly have
Yeah.
a replaceable battery. Just
Don't go into like the phone shop and go, yeah, I need a battery for my iPhone 3GS, please.
yeah,
I hear
that ain't happening.
I hear they're replaceable now.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fucking happen. It's going to be for
No.
new phones. So what iPhone are we on now? 17?
17, I think. 18,
I
17.
don't know if I genuinely I
Well,
don't
if
even know
it's the
what.
17 now, the 18 will be out this year, so it'll be probably from like the iPhone 19.
Yeah, well, it's going to be February the 18th, 2027. That everyone's got until then to be
Yeah.
releasing their phones and shit like that.
Yeah, so
Right,
they'll squeeze out another iPhone and a new version of the Samsung,
yeah, because you're
obviously,
going to want to buy the new
before
one with.
February. Like,
Yeah. What was that new story then?
that was the new EU rule that you'll be able to replace your own phone battery all by yourself from 2027.
Yep, February the 18th, 2027.
Yeah,
It's going to
I
be.
think,
Oh, go on.
I think it's going to make those little phone repair shops an awful lot busier
But why?
because people are going to fuck it up and they're going to need to send it to the phone shop to get it fixed.
They're going to just need a new phone because if your battery's the wrong voltage and fucks up your circuit board of your
No,
phone, it's
but
fucked.
if you start like if you buy the wrong battery or something, like you buy the battery for the iPhone 17, but you've got an iPhone 18, and you go open it and it doesn't quite fit, and it's like, no, I bought the battery for the, it's definitely gonna fit, and you're jamming it in, and like you
It's
wreck
right.
pins and stuff. You just have to get that fixed.
Yeah, but they're going to go into the phone shop and he's just going to say, no, it's fucked. You
No, he
fucked it.
won't. He'll replace it because he wants to make money. He'll replace all the bits that you can't replace yourself. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I think it's like you can, but like that's a good point actually. You mentioned that you can take your phone to phone shops at the moment and get new batteries from
yeah,
reputable service people, the ones that are registered with Samsung or registered with
yeah.
Apple. My phone, my old phone
Or
actually
even the
was
Chinese guy that does it down the street. Like, he's pretty good at it.
yeah, my old phone's
Like his
the
brother-in-law probably
Huawei.
made the damn thing in the first place.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, my old phone's Huawei. I can't pronounce.
Hawaii, Hawaii,
Yeah,
Hawaii.
Huawei. And
Huawei is how they pronounce it, Lawrence. It's Huawei.
fuck knows. I broke.
I only recognize that now because there was actually a man from Huawei had a statement, and I was watching the YouTube video of it,
Cool.
and that's how they pronounce it. So there you go.
I still don't know.
The
Even
more
if
you
I
know.
tried, I can't pronounce it. So, but yeah, I broke the screen on my phone, took it to a phone
Yeah.
shop that was registered with them.
Yeah.
They replaced the screen, broke the fucking phone inside when they replaced the screen, gave me back so the bottom of the touchpad didn't work. Took it back in. They then fixed that they'd broken, gave it me back,
Yeah.
and I walked out, and literally with the phone in my pocket, the screen smashed again. So I had to go back in and get a new fucking screen, and got home, and the same screen again, a new one, smashed again. Didn't go back to that phone shop, even though it was
Yeah.
registered with Huawei. It was clearly cheap shit.
Yeah.
Right, next story.
Next
So,
story.
big news on this one. This one's very big news. After 15 years, Tim Cook has been replaced, the boss of Apple.
Yep.
So the person replacing him is John Ternus, is the new chief executive to replace Tim Cook, who's stepping down after 15 years of leading the technology giant. He's been working at Apple for 25 years, and he'll take over
The new guy.
What's that?
The new guy has
Yeah,
been
yeah.
working on Apple for 25
Yeah,
years.
Yeah, he'll take over on 1st of September, and he's going to become the executive chair. No, Cook will become the executive chairman. Tim Cook will still be around until next year at some point, just to help him like come into the job and whatever,
Yeah.
which is fair enough. If you're going to leave, at least like do something good. Apple, as everyone may know, was the first company to reach a value of $1 trillion US, which is 740 billion in real money. It's now worth 4 trillion. And also, Cook worked with Steve Jobs back in the day. He took over from Steve Jobs when Steve Jobs left for
Wasn't
health
Tim
reasons.
Cook one of the founders of Apple?
Was he actually one of the founders, or was
I think he
he?
was one of the founders of Apple.
I can't remember if he was. It might be worth
Who were
googling it
the
because I can't Google it while I'm looking at the
founders
story.
of Apple?
So
Oh
Steve,
no, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald
yeah,
Reagan.
I was going to say I didn't
Yeah,
think he was. I remember the story of him taking over, but Steve Jobs basically left because for health reasons shortly before he unfortunately passed away.
yeah.
Polo neck jumpers will never be the same again.
No.
And Tim Cook took over. 15 years later, we're now getting this new guy, just in time for this replaceable batteries.
Yeah.
So he's going to have
Which
fun
could have
trying
been
to deal
his
with that.
idea,
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah.
because he did come from the R&D department, didn't
Is that where he came from? I don't think I've reached that far
he?
down.
He was head of development or something.
Okay. Name and leader comes from product and hardware background. Well, Cook oversaw fourfold increase in Apple's yearly profit. So good on him. You know, that's 4 trillion. Nothing to do with the fact that they were releasing the same fucking phone, taking some of that and then putting it back in again.
Yeah.
Just to clarify as well, actually, Sporker uses Apple devices. I use
Yes.
an iPad and I've got a Samsung phone. If you like Apple products, good for you. If you like Samsung products, good for you. You can have both. It's not a
Yeah,
bad thing to
but
like both
it's
of
like
them.
it's just one of them things. It's whatever you got first, I think, is what the majority of people use.
The main thing I don't like about Apple stuff actually is its compatibility to other products. So if you've got Android, you can connect that to any other Android essentially. But
Yeah,
Apple can only
if you've
connect to other Apple,
yeah
which I don't like that. So my Samsung phone can connect to, let's say, a Nokia Android or a Huawei Android, whereas Apple can only connect to Apple.
yeah, but why would you want to do that?
Well, would you want to do what? Connect to another phone? Well, if you buy a new phone, so if you want to transfer your data over and stuff,
Yeah,
maybe, or if you want to just apps and stuff. And same with apps as well. Actually, apps can work across devices, whereas so my phone works really well with Windows on my PC,
yeah.
whereas Apple you need other stuff, and it's a bit. Apple will connect to
No, it's not
MacBooks,
really,
but
because
not really
Apple are really
PCs.
just designed themselves around you being all in with Apple.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I don't like that. I prefer to
because they
go
use
with.
everything, they have their own operating system for their MacBooks and their
Well,
iMacs and stuff. Are they
yeah.
still called
The,
iMacs?
that's the
Yeah,
point
they're
actually.
still called iMac.
I've got a Google Chromebook,
Yeah,
and my phone is Samsung, and it'll work with the Google Chromebook really well,
yeah,
whereas my iPad won't.
yeah.
So they're two
My
completely different companies, two completely different devices. They work interchangeable,
yeah,
but the
my
Apple's just
iPad
iPad.
and my iPhone work really well on my MacBook.
Yes, because they're all Apple.
Yeah,
So like you say, they're in it for Apple only.
that's what
But
I
the
mean.
point that I'm trying
If
to
you
make
bought
is
in,
each
yeah,
one
if
of them has its own
yeah,
it has its own benefits, doesn't it? So if you Apple are really good for editing stuff. It's not so much the case now, but as they used to be quite ahead
they
when it
were
comes to
always
editing.
renowned for their like graphic design programs and stuff back in the day. Like,
Yeah, well, they've got is it the M5 chip that they've just released, which is really good for AI and stuff like that. Whereas, yeah, they're really so it depends what you're using the stuff for. If you like
yeah,
Apple, go with Apple. If you like Android, go. We're not saying go for one or the other. It's completely up to you. I use both. So,
yeah. Like
I'm
I
just
said, I think it's a case of it's whatever you sort of started using is what people seem to continue using. They buy into it, either Apple or Samsung.
that's a
Like
bit of tech advice for you.
I got like an iPhone. Like I had the iPhone 3,
Oh, you were one of
and I've
them,
had
were you?
and I've had an iPhone all the way along, because that's just what I had. I didn't feel a need to change to an Android at any point, because the
No,
Apple phone done exactly what I wanted to do. So,
yeah. No, I
but
completely
people
get
who
with that.
bought
But
like
that,
the first like Samsung phone probably like went along and just went, well, the Samsung does what I wanted to do, so I'm just going to keep on buying Samsungs. I'm not going to change to an iPhone.
yeah, that's a good bit of tech advice, actually. Don't be a fan club person.
Yeah.
Just because you're loyal to a certain product, which if you are loyal to a certain product, great, means that product served you well. There might be a better product on the market. Have a look around
Yeah.
first. Don't just stick to one all the
But
time.
I don't replace my phone that often, and the
Nah.
things that I use on my phone aren't like these mad integrated into Apple to
Yeah.
products. Like so,
Like I say, I
like
use both iPad and
yeah,
Samsung. I used to have a Samsung tablet, but then I got an iPad and I really like the iPad, so I just used that. So I've got both. I've also got a Kindle book in
yeah.
there as well. I have Firebook thing. But yeah,
I have a second generation Kindle loan, so beat that.
I don't know what mine is. It was
Mine
fucking
is
years ago.
22 years old this year.
22 years old.
Yes,
That's an old Kindle.
it is the second
Just to,
version of Kindle that came out. It's still got a hard press keyboard on it.
ooh, mine's just
Yeah,
literally a little 7-inch tablet. It's
yeah.
blue. Um,
Mine
that's
doesn't
all I
even
can
have a
tell you on it.
backlit screen.
I think mine. I don't even know. I'd have to check my Amazon. But anyway, right. So yeah, that's the news story. We hope he does well. We hope he brings some
Yeah,
amazing products out. Like I say, they've just released the M5 chip, which is a phenomenal chip. It's a really amazing chip for the new MacBooks. For the new whatever. It's really really good. That is the story that what's his name again? John
that's
Turnus
the
has
story
replaced Tim
of
Cook
a man named
after 50.
John.
It's the story that John Turnus has replaced Tim Cook after 15 years. And like I say, hopefully he does really well and we get some amazing MacBook products. Right,
Yep.
let's end the podcast there. So thank you very much for everybody for watching, whoever has watched or will watch or
Thanks,
listen.
everyone.
Remember, you can check out our other channels. So we've got the Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Discord at discord.gg/TGS39D and UB3. We've got the YouTube. We got X, not X, Blue Sky. And remember, you can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Although it's useless telling you that now because if you've got to this point, you've already listened to it.
Yep.
Just saying.
But if you want to share it with your friends, just go, I heard this brilliant podcast. I think you should listen to it.
Or just say, listen to these two dickheads that don't have chat shy for an hour.
And sometimes longer.
Right.
Most times longer.
Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon.
Good day to you all, kind sirs and madams.